What nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan Live reaction video is going to be for Detective Conan chapter 1025. And as you can tell, I am not at Struggle Apartment Studios right now. If you want to know why, go check out the Future of Nerdigans Inc. video. But as you can see, even though I'm not at Struggle Apartment Studios, I brought Struggle Apartment Studios with me. Well, minus the PS4 and Switch. Those are actually available for sale. If you're interested in those, either hit me up in the comment section or email me at nerdigansinc@outlook.com and I'll set you up with those. Anyway, last chapter of Detective Conan. Man, we were so close, man. Sarah was so close to ousting Kudo, but luckily Ran is just freaking clueless, thank God. But the assistant director, on the other hand, wasn't so lucky because he died from poisoning via his smoothie. But we found something mysterious in his trouser pocket. We found a butterfly clip, and I still think that there's two suspects in this case for me. And that is going to be Nanako or Hidaka. And I still am sticking by my guns and saying at least Nanako did it. She has to have done it. But hopefully we're going to find out this week. Let's get to chapter 1025 and see what happens next. And this chapter is titled A Mature Child. Let's see. Hold on a second. I gotta scroll up here. A series of deaths occurred in the middle of filming. This is the hint, and it's this really nice looking clip. I'd love to see it animated, actually. Oh, it's that thing. That's the insect-like prank item I was talking about. Huh? Tokuzono-chan used it to prank a female staff member, and then he laughed at her. And that, for those of you that don't remember who this is, I'm going to refresh your memory. That is Tomoika Shigemitsu, and who's the director of this project. A mysterious object amidst the AD's belongings, AD being assistant director, obviously. But why did the assistant director, Odori-kun, have it? Those are his belongings, right? Yes, then how do you know how to use this item? Turn the top part of the wing several times. Once the rubber band is sufficiently coiled, you just have to put it inside a notebook or the like. For now, I'll use my notebook and give the notebook to the person you want to prank. Jenmi-chan, would you give it a try? All right. And that's Jenmi. Speak of the devil. That thing you put in there will just fly around like some kind of insect, right? There's no real surprise if I already know, though. Yeah, whoa! What the hell? That is so disgusting! Right? The flapping is quite realistic. That's the sound, huh? That was the sound I heard. Before Tokuzono-san plummeted to death, I heard the flapping sound of an insect just like that. But when I turned around towards him, he'd already disappeared. I also got pranked by Tokuzono-san with that item. Huh? And this is Hideka that's saying this. The makeup artist that's saying this. It scared me to death when I opened the foundation case and that thing flew out. He said it's easy to use them to prank people who have an object with a lid or the like that can be opened and closed, such as a foundation case, a notebook, a novel, or a powder case. But the assistant director wasn't exactly a prankster himself. Why did he have such a prank item with him? And this is the other suspect. Who's coughing? Hoagie. Hoegi, I keep calling him Hoagie, but it's Hoegi. Hoegi, Yuta. But I still think it's Junemi. It just, if it's not her, I'm going to be really surprised. And Yoda is the production assistant. Let's see. Odori probably picked it up. When we went to the 4th floor from which Zono-san plummeted to his death, my shoelace just came untied. Maybe he was killed because he figured out who the culprit was when he found that item? But the trick could have been set up by anyone who had been filming on the 4th floor just before. It could be anyone among the drama staff. He must have had some other piece of information to help him identify the culprit. But what could it be? Come to think of it, Odori-san, he laughed when we were watching the video of Tokuzono-san plummeting to his death. But in that video, nothing in particular stood out. Wait a sec. We might be able to narrow down the suspects of Assistant Director Odori-san's poisoning. The one who bought the peach melon shake for Adori-san was Hoegi-san, the PA. If Adori-san always drinks that particular shake, he might have put in the poison when Detective Takagi, who accompanied him, wasn't looking. He was also the one who put the straw into the drink. What about the actress Janemi-san? Yes, that's who I still think it is. She went out of her way to message Hoegi-san and ask him to buy a different shake for her, and then took a sip from Adori-san's shake to figure out which is which. If she put the poison inside the straw that she used back then, she could have mixed the poison into the drink by just lightly blowing into the straw. I see, that makes so much sense. It has to be Janemi. Speaking of straws, the makeup artist Abura-san gave hers to Adori-san. She could have put poison into it beforehand. She was also the one who created the opportunity to go buy the drinks in the first place, but it can't swallow a capsule without water. And the one who personally handed the peach melon shake to Adori-san was the director, Tomioka-san. That person also had plenty of opportunity to put in poison, and after Adori-san collapsed, he was trying to pick up the shake cup. In other words, those 4 people could have planted the poison. But yeah, for some reason, there was no trace of poison in Adori-san's drink. Yeah, no matter how the poison was planted, there should be traces of it in either the shake or the straw. Without resolving this specific point, we can't move forward with our deduction, right, Conan-kun? Or rather, Kudo Shinichi-kun. Yeah, well, Busted! Busted! Oh, Sarah, outed you, man! Ooh, what are you saying? Please don't check around. Take a good look. I'm a kid. Shinichi Nichan is a high schooler, isn't he? There's no way it could be him. Yeah, anyone would think so. Oh, you ain't fooling Sarah. You is not fooling Sarah now, Shinichi. Ooh, you got busted. You got busted. You got busted. You got busted. You outed yourself, you dumbass. I would too if I hadn't seen my mom go out to meet Dad in London and come back in the form of a child. And the one, I thought that, that's right, I forgot that, oh my god, I forgot Ibarra was, Sarah's mom. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. How did I forget about that shit? Or I said Ibarra, I'm sorry, Ibarra. Why did I say Ibarra? Holy fuck. I think I'm getting series mixed up. I totally forgot I bought, series names mixed up. Sorry, wordings. I totally forgot Ibarra's mom or daughter is Sarah. I totally forgot about that shit. And the one I thought would be the key to solving that mystery was you, who suddenly appeared before my eyes. Well, duh. He is the mystery. He is part of it. Shinichi is, if you think about it. Sarah is somewhat right. She is. But Sarah, I don't think has gotten to the organization in black, the black organization yet. I don't think she's gotten that far yet. If you're still too stubborn to admit it, I guess I'll ask Rand and the others. What? Say, are there any children that come off rather mature in Conan-kun's immediate vicinity? There is someone, but rather than putting it as mature, I'd say they're honestly more of an adult than us. It's, Mitsuhiko, huh? Mitsuhiko, oh my god, that was so slick. That was so slick. Way to cover Haibara's tracks, man. Conan. Mitsuhiko knows so many things despite only being a first grader. It's amazing. Ah, that freckle kid, right? It's true that he seems quite smart, but he's not comparable to you, is he? Hey, Conan-kun, you were next to Adori when he ingested the poison and collapsed, weren't you? Yeah. Oh, man, that was so close. Could you please tell the inspector everything that happened at the time in detail? And now? Oh, wait. Oh my god. I did say Haibara's name right. Oh my god, I knew I said her name right. And no one else comes to mind? It's gotta be Ai-chan, right? Yeah, that's right. Her name is Haibara Ai. She lives at Professor Agasa's place, and Haibara Ai, the girl I met on the Belt Tree Express, huh? Achoo! Achoo! What's this? First Mitsuhiko came sneezing, and now it's Ai-kun. Someone must be talking about you. Isn't it a cold? And for those of you that don't know this, you should know this by now. In Japan, people say that when you sneeze, when someone is gossiping about you, someone must be talking about you. Isn't it a cold? Are you all right, Ai-chan? Yeah, I just felt a slight chill. Wait a moment, I'll go fetch some cold medicine. I really wish we could have gone and watched the movie with Conan-kun. It was the Avengers, right? Yes. Apparently, Kamen Yaiba joined them too. I would love to see this movie with the Avengers and Kamen Yaiba. Like, Oh my god, let's just make this happen somehow, Japan. Like, I need to see this movie. I really do. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing this in anime form. If you want to make this a filler episode of Detective Conan where it's just the freaking movie, I would be down with this. Um, well, given it was also a date for Sunoka-san, there was nothing to be done, and that cool lady went with him too. Her name was Sarah Masumi, right? I think she resembles Ai-chan a bit, but am I the only one to think so? I wonder. Yawn. Found it. The cold medicine. Oh no, this won't do. It's completely past its shelf life. White Dove Pharmaceuticals. That's old indeed. The company. It says in the translation note that the company's name is Shirahado, which means White Dove. White Dove Pharmaceuticals. I've never heard of them. They were quite famous in the past, selling effective medicine cheaply. They were rather. Ooh, we got to pay attention to this because we have like the direct opposite of the Organization of Black. I swear to God. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Don't tell me we're getting another yin-yang fucking motif in manga. Oh my god, this is like at least the third manga that's doing a yin-yang motif. Because we've seen it in we've seen it illustratively, so to speak, in Yuragi no Yunasan. We've seen it figuratively in Hell's Paradise Shigakuraku, which both of those mangas you should be reading because I cover them. And what was the other one we just... Oh, and we just saw it in Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. And I gave Mashima a pass for it because it feels like it should have happened anyway because of the, wherever there's dark, there's light kind of thing. And I feel like I gotta give Ayama a pass here as well if we're getting the same case. Because again, wherever there's dark, there's light. But anyway, they were rather a large company, but for some reason they were suddenly shut down. Wait a minute. Remember what we saw back in Zero's memory? Oh, that's got to be tied to this. They closed down 25 years ago, huh? The reason behind it was that an even bigger company wanted to buy them up, but it went badly. Yes, this has got to be in relation to that. You're well informed. Yes, that's because that's apparently the company where my father worked 30 years ago. So that man we saw in Zero's flashback was Haibara's father. Oh my god, so that means the woman we saw was her mother. Oh my fucking god. Man, what a small world, isn't it? Oh my god, what a small fucking world. Ayama, oh man, things are becoming clear, aren't they? What a small goddamn world. And I feel like the world is just getting smaller, man. As part of a drug development team. We saw this. Like, I don't remember how many chapters ago it was. Not too long ago, really. I think it was a couple of cases ago, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we saw this. However, since they closed down, my parents had no choice but to open a private clinic, which we saw. They had rented out their former house to an acquaintance, so they opened a small hospital in a different place, which we saw this. During the time they were running their private clinic, they received invitations from that big company many times, which we saw in Zero's flashback. But my father had always refused them. Yet later, something must have changed as they went to that group's lab after all. Oh my god. This story is quite boring, don't you think? Could you forget about it? But I'm curious about the rest of the story. It's something I heard from my older sister who died. So I don't know any more than that. There's no way I can tell them. That the thing that they made my mom and dad create at the lab they went to was the drug that shrunk Kuno-kan's my body. Oh my god! Oh my god, this world is just getting smaller. I swear to fucking god. Ayama, I gotta give props to Ayama here. This is so goddamn brilliant. I know I gotta finish the chapter, but before we get to the rest of this part of the chapter, I gotta give props to Ayama for the connections that we're getting in like the past couple of case arcs between Zero and how he was taken care of by Haibara's parents. Like that's very fascinating to me, and the connection they had with the black organization, we found out what they were doing beforehand. They were running a white pharmaceutical company before, and then like they were getting bought out by they were trying to get bought out by the black organization. And then eventually, as we saw in the flashback, Zero's flashback in particular, they had no other choice but to because of running low on money, they had to go to it. And it's just so freaking insane how everything is connected. Ayama, this is so brilliant. I gotta give you props, Ayama, for how we're connecting the past few arcs. Well, like the past few case arcs, especially before we've got into. Oh my god, if we're going into hiatus again, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. But how we've connected the past few case arcs to like the whole big picture is just goddamn brilliant. I gotta give Hayama, or not Hayama, I gotta give Ayama like major price for the major props for this shit. So anyway, let's get going here. Just how many times should I repeat this? The director only gave Midoriya-san his peach melon shake. They didn't talk about anything in particular, but the director offered to take the shake to him since he had something to discuss with him, right? It seems that he was going to ask for advice on who to use as a substitute for the deceased actor, but since I butted in, he decided to postpone the talk. Gasp, I should wrap this up quickly. I have to watch out for Sarah so she doesn't ask those two weird things. At that time, did the director give Midoriya-san any food, snacks, or the like? He didn't give him anything, but it seems Midoriya-san received a message on his smartphone's messaging app. Messaging app? Huh? But there was no smartphone among Midoriya-san's belongings, true. But he was holding it while drinking the shake, and he was also fiddling with his phone when we watched the video of Tokuzono-san plummeting to the ground. Besides, I think Midoriya-san was captured holding a video in that phone. Let's confirm it. Yes, sir. It should be fine, no? It really packs a punch. Oi, oi, it's too early. See? He's holding a phone. Huh? Did you notice something, Conan-kun? Yeah, wait, I'll make a note. Oh, damn, the cat must have come loose and now I can't write with this anymore. If only I had a ballpoint pen with me. Cap? It's all fucking connected! It's all connected! Oh my god, that's what I'm titling this. I'm not gonna title this It's a Small World. It is all connected. I see. Achoo! Choo! Cup, it's the cap! Oh, and of course we're going on break next week. There's a hint in Takaki's words. Next issue, the resolution chapter. So, let me get to my thoughts on Detective Conan in 2018. And what I'm hoping we're gonna get to, or what I hope Ayama's going to give us in 2019. So, because this is the last chapter in 2018. And fuck, I hope my channel survives next year. Because right now, for those of you that haven't watched my Future of Nerdigansing channel, the future is not looking good. So, unless I get like some donations and shit, it is not looking good. Also, before I forget, and I have little... sorry, Shinsuke, I have shit falling. And if you guys want me to start showing panels on my live reaction videos, which I really want to do, and it's mentioned in my future of Nerdigansing video, I have this solid state hard drive, but the problem is that I kind of have to buy this from my my man's organization, his nonprofit Native American charity. And once I do that, once I get this solid state hard drive installed, and he'll install it for me and everything, then I'll get to work on using the XSplit software, and I'll be able to show panels in my live reaction videos from now on, which would be really, really damn cool. But anyway, now let me get to my thoughts about this chapter, and then we'll get to my thoughts about Detective Conan and this past year, let me do Detective Conan this past year, then this chapter, and then 2019. So the thing that was great about this chapter, this was a great way to wrap up 2018, is to see how everything is connected, especially with Haibara in particular, because as I said earlier, remember with Zero's flashback that we saw, I want to say, I feel like it was a couple cases ago. It feels like forever, goddammit, because of the hiatus. But it was a couple of cases ago when we got his flashback, we saw Haibara's parents there, and we got a little snippet of what Haibara was talking about. And now we have the full story, Haibara's parents' full story, which makes so much sense now. And also, like, we have this, and I totally forgot about this, that Sarah is, because I think it was mentioned before that Sarah is Haibara's daughter. Like, I totally don't remember for sure. If someone can tell me the chapter, please do it in the comment section. We have this now where we know Sarah is Haibara's daughter, so we have all this connected. And on top of that, we have the cap as well, connecting the case. So, like, to me, this was a really good chapter to end 2018 on, because we're connecting everything, because everything in the sense is tying back to the black organization, minus the, the cap, is tying back to the black organization. So this was a really good way to end 2018. So Ayama, this is good shit. So 2018 as a whole for Detective Conan, hold on, when did I start covering Detective Conan? Let me just look real quick, because it's been a while since I've seen when I started covering. Okay, so I started covering this manga about, I want to say, a year ago, or almost, oh man, it's almost 2 years ago since I started covering. It's definitely over a year. It's been almost 2 years since I covered Detective Conan. And I know it's crazy, right? But I really like, this year has been really good for Detective Conan, because we got so many reveals connecting things to the black organization, and I really am enjoying this. Fuck, we even know who's running the black organization now, so we got that revealed to boot. So yeah, this, and plus the way 2018's ending for Detective Conan, this has been freaking fantastic. We've had really good mysteries. As well. We've had, we got a ship. Oh my god, I think that's the best part about 2018, is we fucking got the ship. I think this was the year we got the ship. You could correct me if I'm wrong. It was either this year or last year we officially got the Ran Shinichi ship. Oh god, it's been so goddamn long. But anyway, I'm very curious what you guys think is going to happen in 2019. I'm hoping we're going to get a little bit more with the black organization stuff now that we got a lot of these reveals. I'm hoping we're gonna start like really getting deep into the black organization. I'm hoping Ayama's gonna go in that direction after this particular mystery. I'm hoping the next couple of arcs that we're gonna get for Detective Conan are going to be more focused on the black organization, because now we got this information about Haibara, we got the information about Zero, and I feel like the piece, and also, oh, I almost forgot, we got that information about Akai to boot. Remember that? We got the information about Akai. So, like, I feel like everything is slowly connecting. And also the Chiba ship happened. Oh my god, the Chiba ship happening was great. The ships, oh my god, the ships this year, oh, they were great. But I feel like next year is going to be, either next year or in 2020, I think Detective Conan could end. And the reason why I'm thinking that is, unless Ayama wants to keep cashing in, is because I feel like we're getting really close to just getting to the black organization. I think it just depends on how many hiatuses we go on next year, but I really feel like we could wrap this up. I really do. And I'm very curious what you guys think in regards to the direction Ayama's going in. I really, really am enjoying this. I'm hoping happens is, I hope that Kaido Kid comes into play when we get to the black organization fight. I'm hoping Kaido Kid comes into play, and something that I'm kind of like very curious about is if Kaido Kid is going to be connected to the black organization somehow. And I would love to see the Kaido Kid be connected to the organization. I'm very curious if you guys think Kaido, because I don't think Kaido Kid has been connected to the black organization yet, like backstory wise. If he has in the Kaido Kid manga, which I need to read, please tell me in the comment section, because otherwise, like, we need to have that connection there, because I feel like Kaido Kid needs to be there as well, because I think how he's going to come into play is he's going to steal the antidote. That's how I think he's going to come into play. He's going to steal the antidote, because remember, he's a master thief. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think of this chapter? What do you guys think of Detective Conan this year? I really am enjoying the direction Ayama's going in, and to an extent, I don't mind these hiatuses, that as long as they're not for like too long, because Ayama has left us with like really good cliffhangers before the hiatuses and given us some really good reveals, so that's why I don't mind the hiatuses too much. But like, also a lot of the creativity that we get from Ayama after the hiatuses, mystery wise and arc wise, has been really goddamn fantastic. So anyway, I'm very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to see more Detective Conan content in 2019 and keep this channel alive. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to the PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off the Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, from me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.